Hello my dear students, how are you all? Welcome back to Diksha Karnataka YouTube channel. I hope all of you are doing very good. Yes, so in today's session we'll talk about some more questions of the application of integral chapter. In the part 1 and part 2 of the chapter that we recently finished in the previous 2 days, we have completed the entire chapter. We have done questions also on it, but I felt that we should have done some more questions. So I've come here today with additional 10 questions. We'll solve them quickly. We'll revise some concepts, whatever it is there, through the questions only, and we'll complete the chapter application of integrals. Then we'll move ahead with our series. Okay, so what is the series that we are doing right now? This is KCET math series for 16 mathematics in 100 days. Okay, so I hope you are all prepared. If you are, if you need to have some break, if you want to start later, it's okay, you can start later. If you want to do it right now, have some water, start with the session, keep notebook, your pen and paper, whatever you want to, whatever you are using to study, keep that ready. I always say this, keep your formula sheet ready because I will use that in the integration. Alright, so let's start with the session. First question, as I said, this session is only based on questions. Okay, so we'll revise if there is a requirement from the questions only, but don't worry, I will not skip any steps. I'll try to explain you everything in detail, okay, as I do all the time. Okay, that's why our session gets a little longer, but it's okay, no worries. It's important that my bachas are happy. If they are coming here watching this video, they should learn something. I should add some value to your study, your practice, your preparation. All right, so let's move ahead with the first question. Okay, again the basic question I've taken. Let's see what is it. The area of the region bounded by the curve y equals to x square and y equal to mod x in the square unit is. So there are 4 options given: 1 by 6, 1 by 3, 5 by 6 and 5 by 3. So what is the first step? I would like to revise that for you. Steps required to solve any question in application of integrals. First one was draw a rough sketch. Okay, whether it is one function or 2 function given, you draw the rough sketch of both the functions, draw their respective curves and try to understand try to obtain the region required from the question statement. That's statement number 1. Second, wherever is the point of intersection, we'll try to find their coordinates. The second step. Third, we'll apply let's see, after identifying, we'll see whether there's a difference or there's a subtraction or sum of the areas required to obtain our asked area. Fourth step, we have to do the integrals. What type of integrals, sir? Definite integrals. Under the limit, what limit, sir? The limits that you got for either x or y variable in the form of their coordinates. Okay, so these were the steps, right? If you want, I can summarize again. Draw the rough figure for both the curves if it is more than one curve. Second thing, find the point of intersection, identify the shaded area, shaded region which you are asked to find, and then use the x and y variable to write the integration, write the respective limits. Okay, sometime x will be given, so you have to transform the equation to make the inverse or make the subject to be y, like that. You'll see this in the questions. Okay, so I think you've already seen it in the previous session. I've taken a question like that and we have solved those. Okay, so let's see how will this question pan out. So y equal to x square is what type of curve? I have talked about what? Symmetry. Okay, please remember that. Okay, this will be a curve symmetric about y-axis. Okay, so if you remember, this is standard curve anyway, right? I've talked about important curves. In that I've talked about this curve. Okay, this is a standard curve. So if I draw this, okay, it's a parabola. Okay, origin is the vertex. One second, I'll try to draw a little better. Okay, this will work. Okay, next curve. Again, this is the rough diagram. Okay, you don't have to be exact about it, but the coordinates has to be perfect, otherwise your answer will come as incorrect. Okay, so y equal to mod x, how will the graph look like? Sir, mod x will be like this and like this. So this is my which curve? If you remember, y equals to x curve is over here and y equals to minus x curve over here. Since we know it is a symmetric figure, then I can say that the required area will be like this and they'll be equal to each other. Right now, I have to find the sum of both of these areas. So let's assume this area particularly to be A. How will I find this area? Using the integrals. Whatever the value of that area comes, my required area for the shaded region would be what? 2 times of the area A. I hope there's no doubt in that. 2 times of this area A. All right. So how to find this area A? If you check this out, so from the, I'm trying to revise everything, okay, in the first concept. In the first question, I'm trying to give some more time and revise all the requirements or prerequisites of this chapter, okay, of these questions to solve under area under the curve. So if you look at this, to find this area, smaller area, you have to do what? From this big area, this area, okay, I have to take out what, bacha, tell me? I have to take out what? I have to take out this small area. Okay, let me just shade it better so it will make sense to you. Okay, so first of all, this is my critical point, my point of intersection. I'll find the coordinate, don't worry about that. So before that, let me show you. So my total area will be what, bacha, tell me? This one, right? This is my total area. So from this one, if I erase, check this out, if I erase this part, am I right? And what shall I get? I'll get my required region like this. Yes or no? I hope this is visible. No, sir. Okay. All right. Let me change the color of this thing. I hope then they'll become visible. This is my parabolic curve. Yes, it's visible now. So to find my required area is the white region, okay? So from the total region that I drew in the beginning, if I take out the red part, I'll get my required white region. Yes or no? How will I get that? If you check here, isn't the total region basically the area under the straight line? So the total area that we had in the beginning, total area that we had in the beginning was what? Was area under straight line. Which one? Y equals to x. Yes or no? And what is this red area? This red area, this red shaded region, red shaded region, okay, please understand this is nothing but area under which curve? Y equals to x square curve. So we have to do what? Subtraction of these two. So how will my integration look like? Means how will the area look like? My area will look like this. Integral of what? X. Integral of x, okay, minus, so x dx obviously, minus integral of what? X square dx. X square dx. No problem there. Please have a look. X dx minus x square dx. Now what about the limits? So lower limit we know. It starts from 0. So lower limit is 0, sir, in both the cases. What about upper limit? We have to find the point of intersection of what? This line y equal to x with this line y equal to x square. Y equal to x square. So let's find that out. Let's find that out over here. The point of intersection. Okay. Y equals to x. Okay. And y equal to x square is given. So I can equate these two. X equals to x square. I get what? X square minus x equals to 0. So I get what? X times of x minus 1 equal to 0. So I get what? X value is either 0 or 1. Okay. So have a look over here. This is my value 0 and this over here is my value 1, bacha. Okay. Means this point's coordinate is going to be what? 1, 1. 1, 1. But we are not worried about y-axis value, y-coordinate value. Only x coordinate is what? Is what we need, because my variable is x over here for the integration. So I can write the limit to be 0 to 1, 0 to 1. I hope this is clear. 0 to 1, 0 to 1. How we got this? By finding the point of intersection. This is the concept to find the area. This is my required area, this part. Okay. This white region is my required area as A. No problem there. Okay. Chaliye. Okay, so I'll not do all these steps for all the questions. Since we are revising everything, I wanted to have a brief of everything in this first question only. Okay, chaliye. So I can do this integration. Shall I do it over here only? Yes, sir. Why not? This will become what, bacha? X square by 2. X square by 2. From where to where? From 0 to 1 minus x cube by 3. From where to where? 0 to 1 again. Okay, this is my area A. Let me solve it over here. So my area A would look like, I'll write the same thing over here, x square by 2 from 0 to 1 minus, okay, what is this? x cube by 3 from 0 to 1. Have a look, please. This will become what, bacha? This will become, please have a look, 1 by 2 minus 0. For the upper limit is going to be 1 square, so 1 by 2 and minus 0. Minus here what? 1 by 3 and minus 0 at the same time. Okay, so I get what? I get 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Take the LCM. LCM is 6. So 3 minus not 2. It's not 1. It's 2, bacha. Take the LCM. 2 and 3 LCM is 6. So this is 2 and 3 LCM is 6. So I have to make equivalent fraction. I'll make what? 3 by 6 and 2 by 6. So 3 minus 2, simply 1 by 6. This is my area A. A value is 1 by 6 square units. Is it what they're asking? Is it what they're asking? No, sir. They're asking both the white areas, no? Both the white region. Okay. So my required bounded region between bounded region would be what, bacha? Would be 2 times of A. So how much is that going to be? 2 times of 1 by 6. How much is that going to be? 1 by 3. Now this is my final answer. Okay, 1 by 3. Option number B. Please have a look first over here. All the steps are visible over here also. Okay, so moving on to question number 2. Alright, we spent a little more time in question number 1 because I wanted you to know a couple of things. Okay, find the area of the smaller region bounded by the ellipse. This is the ellipse condition, ellipse equation, and the line. So is it a line? Yes, bacha, isn't it? Is the intercept form of the line. We have learned few forms. Remember, grade 1, I think you have learned in 10th also, and PU1 also you have learned. What did you learn? Point slope form, point 2 point form, and this is what? Intercept form, where 3 represents x-intercept and 2 represents y-intercept. So let's draw the graph first. The figure will draw first. So this is my x-axis, y-axis, my coordinate plane. So this is my x, this is my y. No problem whatsoever, sir. What about this ellipse is given? Okay, you can find out the major and minor axis from here. Major axis value will be what? 3, because it's a square, no? So 3 square will be 9. So 3, and how much is this? 2. And at the same point, if you see, this line is also making intercept, so I can draw the line like this. Okay, I hope you don't mind. I'll write the 2 again over here. This point is 2. Okay, so 2 and 3 is known. So what area they're asking? The smaller region. Which is the smaller region, bacha? This part. Have a look. This part. Okay, this is my smaller region, no problem. Okay, moving on. So how will I find this area? Same concept from the ellipse. Okay, area under the ellipse, if you take the whole area under the ellipse and take out area under the straight line, you'll get what? The shaded region. So I can write this as, if this is my area A, then I can write this A area as integral from where to where? First we have to find the, what is it? The intersection. But do we need to actually? It's already given here. Please check, this is 0, no? Don't make a mistake and write it as 2. 2 is my y coordinate. I hope you understand that. 2 is my y intercept, right? So y coordinate. Okay. What is my 3? 3 is my x intercept. So x coordinate. So what is the, don't take it from 2 to 3. Think about it. 2 will be here, no? So don't take it as 2 to 3. Take as 0 to 3. Okay. In hurry, you will make this mistake. I know it feels stupid to you right now, but in a hurry, you might make this mistake. So start from 0 to 3. So integrals from 0 to 3. Starting from where, bacha? From, sir, this thing. What is it? Ellipse equation. So you know how to transform the ellipse equation. I hope you should know by now. I taught this. Bus. Anyway, I'll do it again. So x square by 9 plus y square by 4 equals to 1. I can write directly. I can write this value as y equals to, I think what? 2 by 3 or 3 by 2? 2 by 3, right? So 2 by 3, okay, root of 9 minus x square. Well, we'll see how anyway for you. I'll just put this y square on this side and bring this whole thing over here. I get 1 minus x square by 9, bacha. Correct? What am I going to get over here now? Y square equals to 4 times of 9 minus x square by 9. just taking LCM, nothing else. If you take root now, it will become what? Root of y will be what? 2, sorry, root of y will be, sorry, this will be y only. 4 will become 2, 9 will come as 3, and this whole thing will go in the root. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Okay, and same way for the line that we have, x by 3 plus y by 2 equals to 1. I'll get what? I'll get y by 2 equals to 1 minus x by 3. Okay, so I get what? I get y equals to 2 by 3, okay, times 3 minus x. Yes, yes, after taking LCM will become 3 minus x. 3 will come in the denominator of the whole thing. Okay, so 2 by 3 will come, we'll get. So now I'll use it over here. 2 by 3 my sign will come, because after ellipse I have to subtract the area under the line, so it will become what? 2 by 3 again, 3 minus x. Let's cross check this. 2 by 3 9 minus x square, 2 by 3 3 minus x. Yes sir. Okay, yes sir, no problem over here. Okay, let's move on. How can we solve this from here? So I can take 2 by 3 common. It's common over here. I can take it out of this integration. It's a constant term. It will become what? I have to integrate this from 0 to 3. This part, root 9 minus x square. I'm going to separate the integration. Okay, with dx minus sign. Integral of what, bacha? 0 to 3 again. Limit will remain same. And this will become what? 3 minus x dx. Okay, chaliye. So I'll do the integration on the next page. Or yeah, I'll do the integration on the next page. So I can write this as area A equals to, what does it tell me for the first part? 2 by 3 will remain as it is outside. Okay, great. This will become root of 9 minus x square. Root of 9 minus x square will be what, bacha? Tell me. Okay, let me just write it over here. Why to keep going all the way every time? Okay, I'll just write one more step. So 0 to 3 minus x dx. Am I right? Yeah. So let's just write over here. My a will be 2 by 3. This is what form? Particular function a square minus x square. So I'm going to use what? Sine inverse wala integral. So I can write this as x by 2. Same root will be there, 9 minus x square. Okay, and plus sign will come, and a square by 2. What is a square? 3a square. 9 is a square, no? So simply 9 by 2, and what? Sine inverse of x by a. What is x here, bacha? X is x, a is 3. Okay, close this. From where to where? From 0 to 3, and okay, 0 to 3. Okay, now moving on with the minus sign, I'll have what? I'll have integral from 3x will be there, and minus x square by 2. From where to where? From again 0 to 3. Chali, let's do it over here. I'll need some space. So 2 by 3 is outside of all of it, right? Outside of all of it. Okay, so let's just rewrite this part, no problem. 2 by 3. Okay, let's substitute the limits now. Upper limit will do for both the terms in the first bracket. So I get 3 over here. I get 3 over here. It will become 3 square, right? 3 square will become what? 9. 9 minus is 0. 9 minus 9 is 0. So this will become 0, bacha. What about this? I get 9 by 2 as it is. So plus 9 by 2, which is the constant. And it will become what? Sine inverse of x is 3. So 3 by 3 will be 1. Okay, so I'll write it as sine inverse of 1. Okay, first bracket is gone, minus sign, put here value. Okay, this is just upper limit, right? This is just upper limit, sir. Okay, lower limit, so minus sign will use, then 0 we will put. Okay, so we'll put 0, the lower limit, x will put it here. In place of x, if you put 0, what are you gonna get? So simply 0. Everything will be 0, no? What about this sine inverse of 0 by 3? So 0. Sine inverse of 0 is what? 0. So this whole thing is nothing but 0, and it will make this entire term 0. Okay, chaliye, moving on. Give me 1 second. So try to be cautious with this type of integration, no, because simple question, but if you make some mistake while doing it, you'll end up losing marks. What about this? 3 times 3, so 9 minus 3 square, what? 9 by 2, and for 0 it will be all 0. Okay, Okay, so 3 is 9 minus 9 by 2. Okay, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So 2 by 3, this will be what बचा? This is going to be 0, so gone 9 by 2 times pi by 2, sin inverse of 1 is pi by 2 minus, okay, this whole thing is there, minus, what is going to be? This is simply 9 by 2, right? So minus 9 by 2. Please check. 9 minus 9 by 2 is what? 9 by 2 only. So minus 9 is there, so 9 by 2. Now expand the bracket, you're going to get what? 2 by 3 times of 9 pi by 4, okay, minus 2 by 3 times of 9 by 2. How much is it? 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, okay, 3 3s are 9, and this is what? Simply gone. What is my result? 3 pi by 2 minus 3. Take 3 pi by 2 common. If you do that, sorry, take 3 by 2 common, okay, what are you gonna get? 3 by 2 pi minus 2, right? Yeah, this is my area which is for the required answer. 3 by 2 pi minus 2. Yes, have a look. 3 by 2 pi minus 2. See, okay, I'll show you again what did I do. So I have taken 3 by 2 over here common, okay, so only 3 is left here, so I have to multiply the 2 in the numerator. No, if you multiply back, 2 and 2 will cancel, correct? So this is my answer. Have a look from the beginning. I hope this is visible. Have a look over here. Yes, okay, moving on. Question number 3. So area lying in the first quadrant of the and bounded by the circle this and the line this and this. Okay, let's draw the circle first. Radius is given 4 means radius is 2, so draw this circle. It looks like ellipse, sir. Okay, please understand the emotions, not the figure. Not that particularly excelling with the figure, sir. I know that you know that by now. This is going to be my 2 value, the radius. Okay, this also is 2 y coordinate. This is origin, so 0. What are they asking? From x equal to 0 to x equals to 2. So basically what they're asking, bacha, they're asking us to find this area, no? Okay, I know that we have done it. Okay, so this is going to be your homework. Okay, solve and comment your answer. Yes, please do it. Okay, please comment your answer. Answer should be A. Okay, so tell me that you got this right. Okay, you can just write it like this, GIR, sir. Got it right, sir. Okay, got it right, sir. Question number 3, answer should be A. Okay, answer should be A. All right, how are you gonna do it? So how are you gonna do this? Tell me. So you're gonna take this equation of the area. This, what is this? Equation of the circle will come as y equals to 4 minus x square in the root, integrate from 0 to 2. Integrate this value from 0 to 2 for x. Okay, you're gonna get the answer as pi. Answer as pi. Any problem there? None. Moving on. Question number 4. Okay, now looks very complicated but very simple question. If you remember the particular important function that I explained you in the previous sessions, we had 2 sessions, right? In the 2 sessions I have explained you, I think the last class we explained you this. Okay, ellipse I did in the previous session, part 2 of the application of integrals. So if you remember that session, you solve this question within a minute. Okay, not even a minute, 30 seconds will take. Okay, just make this transformation. So no need of figure. It's ellipse, right? Okay, it's ellipse, no? Let's put in the ellipse form first. So I can write this as 4 x minus root 2 the whole square plus y square equals to 8 by pi. I've taken pi on the other side. Okay, now bring everything on this side because it has to be, RHS has to be 1, right? So it will become what? 4 upon, okay, 4 times of this whole square upon, it will become what? It will become 8 by pi, correct now? All of this become y square upon 8 by pi equals to 1. Yes or no? Think about it. Yes, correct, right? Because if you, this is in multiplication over here, you have to divide the whole thing by the same number, right? So 8 by pi, cancel this 4 and this thing. So my standard form has become now, please have a look. So what I have as standard form, x minus root 2 the whole square upon 2 by pi, okay, plus y square upon 8 by pi equals to 1. If you compare this with the standard form of the ellipse, x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1. My a value is coming as root of 2 by pi, okay, and my b value is coming as root of 8 by pi. Now area of ellipse, if you remember, area of ellipse, I did this yesterday, was given by pi AB. So what is pi? Pi is a constant, a is what? Root 2 by pi. What is b? Root 8 by pi. Okay, I get what? Pi times of root 16 by simply pi. Pi goes out. Root 16 is how much? 4. My answer is what? 4 square units. Answer is 4 square units. Have a look. This is my answer, bacha. Okay, 4. Where is 4? Yes, option number D. Okay, so option number D is the correct answer. Okay, moving on. Question number 5. Okay, so I hope this was visible, right? Have a look. Yes, simple problem. Just remember this formula. Area of ellipse is pi AB. Pi A B. This is B, bacha. Okay. Pi AB. Okay. चलिए आगे बढ़े. Moving on. Question number 5. Okay. Using the integration, find the area bounded by the curve. Now the curve is given as, okay, mod x plus mod y equals to 1. Okay, so how many curves are actually given here? Can you see? Sir, for x I will have two conditions, x positive or x negative, correct? For y also I have two conditions, sir. It means total of I will have 4 combinations. X is positive, y negative, x is negative, y positive, both negative, both positive, correct? So we'll see all the conditions. Let's draw the cases first. So let me list down the let me list down all the functions that we have, all the curves that we have. So x positive, y positive. One will change? No, one is a constant and one will not change. Next what? Both negative. Let's get that out of way. Next what? X positive, y negative. Next what? X negative and y positive. My 4 equations are there. What I'm going to do now? I'm going to plot these equations on the graph now. Plot this equation on the graph now. Have a look. Okay. So using the integration, find the area bounded by the curve. Okay. So I'll plot this graph over here. Okay. How will the graph look like? X plus y equal to 1. This is the graph. If you remember this. Correct, na? Think about it. When x is 0, when x is 0, y is 1. When y is 0, x is 1. Okay. So this is the curve. Other one will be what, bacha? Tell me. Other one will be over here. What curve graph is this? Minus x minus y equal to 1. When x is 0, minus y is 1 means y is minus 1. When y is 0, minus x equals to 1 means x is what? Minus 1. So, correct. Now, what about the next one? Next one will be what? X minus y equal to 1. This is the graph. X minus y equal to 1. How come, sir? When x is 0, y is minus 1. And when y is 0, x is simply 1. Think about it. X minus y equal to 1, right? Put x as 0. This is 0 minus y equal to 1 means y equal to minus 1, right? Na? This is the minus 1 point. Correct? And what about, what do you call? When y is 0, then simply this whole thing will be 0, x equal to 1 over here. The point is what? 1. Okay. Now other one will be simply like this. Okay. What is this line? Minus x plus y equals to 1. What are they asking us, bacha? They're asking us to find this reason. This whole reason. This all of this reason, right? Area enclosed by entire figure. So if somehow I can find this part, only this part, Please check. If I call this to be my area A, so isn't my required area, please have a look, my required area is nothing but 4 times of A. Yes, my required area is 4 times of A. If I find the small area, I have 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, multiply it with 4, you're going to get the result. Okay, now moving on, how to find that area? So simple, under this curve, what curve will be this? Tell me. From here you can transform y equals to 1 minus x. For this curve, integrate from where to where? From the origin, which is 0 to 1, right? So my area A would be given by what, bachcha? Tell me. Integration of 1 minus x from where to where, bachcha? From 0 to 1. कर लेंगे, simple है ना? Very simple. Okay, so integrate this, what are you gonna get? Sir, x for this, and this is x square by 2. From where to where? From 0 to 1, sir. How much is this, bachcha? 1 minus 1 by 2, sir. For 0, both will be 0. For upper limit, 1 minus 1 square by 2. So 1 only. What about 0? If you put 0 here, both will be 0. 1 minus 1 by 2 is how much? Simply 2. What is my required area in that condition? Required area is 4 times of the area that we got. So 4 times of 1 by 2. Answer is 2 square units. Any problem? Okay, have a look. Answer is B. Have a look. You got now how I got this condition for both conditions for x and y, plus and minus. The curve is visible over here, and this is your result. Okay, have a look. Moving on, question number 6. Okay, simple problems, but yeah, there is a requirement of your brain. Okay, you have to apply yourself, not directly usable of the formulas that we know. Application based questions will come. Okay, the ratio of the areas bounded by the curves y equals to cos x, y equals to cos x, and y equals to cos 2x means find the ratio of this area. Let's call this to be area A1, okay, and this to be area A2. Sir, this is not area. I am talking about their integrals, bachcha, not the functions. From where to where? From 0 to pi by 3. निकाल लेते हैं. First one. Do we need a graph over here? We don't know, because simply 0 to pi by 3, what will happen? Both is positive. Okay. Both cos x and cos 2x is positive, sir. Correct, na? Yes. First quadrant, 0 to pi by 2, all of them are positive. Pi by 3 is how much? 60 degree. It's positive. Simple. No doubt over here. 0 to pi by 2 is first quadrant, right? 0 to 90 degree, all ratios are positive. Correct. What about this? Pi by 3. Is it less than 90 or not? Yes, it is. 60 degree. Okay. So it is positive again. Chaliye. So let's integrate. That's why I'm not taking the graph. Otherwise I have to take the graph and see from there how can I use it. So integrate A1. My A1 will be what, bachcha? Integral of cos x from 0 to pi by 3 with dx. How much is that? So simply sin x 0 to pi by 3. Put the value of pi by 3 over here. Sin pi by 3 is how much? Root 3 by 2 minus 0. What is the answer? My A1 value is simply root 3 by 2, sir. Okay. Yes. What about A2 value? Same will do, sir. From 0 to pi by 3, limit is given like that. Pi by 3. Okay. How much is that? Cos 2x. Okay. With dx will come. So my A2 will come as, what is it? Cos 2x by, forgive me, not cos 2x, sin 2x by 2, right? I meant sin 2x by 2. From where to where? From 0 to pi by 3. Hai? Okay, let's look at over here. Look at this over here. So my A2 will become what, bachcha? Sine of 2 pi by 3, and I have a constant 2 outside. 1 by 2 outside. Check here. This is a 2, no? A constant 1 by 2. I've taken it outside. So 1 by 2 like that. Now I can rewrite this thing as A2 equals to 1 by 2 sine of pi minus pi by 3. Now tell me, where is this angle? Which quadrant? Second quadrant. Second quadrant sine is positive. Correct, huh? Pi minus pi by 3. 180 minus some angle. Which quadrant, sir? 180 minus some acute angle. Quadrant number 2. Sine is positive in that quadrant. For that reason, this will be simply positive. So what is that? 1 by 2 of sine pi by 3. How much is that? Root 3 by 2. समझ में आया? Got it, right? Sine pi by 3 is what? Root 3 by 2. Positive because of second quadrant. Okay, this is my A2 value. What are they asking in the question? They are asking A1 by A2. How come A1 by A2, sir? Please check. First given is cos x. So you have to take in that order only. So cos x I have taken as A1, so A1 by A2. What was A1 if you remember? Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 root 3 by 2. चलिए कैंसिल करते हैं. Gone. What is this? 1 upon 1 by 2. What is this? 2 by 1. That's our answer. I'll show you. Have a look from the beginning. Okay. Simple steps, sir. Not complicated. First find A1, then find A2. Take their ratio. Okay. Yes, concept of trigonometry has to be known to you. Quadrant rule is very basic. You have to know. You have learned in the basic maths also. You have learned in the introduction to mathematics in PU1 also. आगे बढ़े. The area bounded by the curve 5. Oh, this is a circle, and that is a modulus of function. But I have done this question in the previous session. Yes, answer was this if you remember. So please solve it from your side. Okay, I'll show you in the figure, but solve from your side. How come, sir? Solution I have given in the previous session. Solution is given in AOI part 2. Just previous video, you go and check it out. Solution is given, but I'll explain it to you. If you don't want to use the solution directly, you can see. Okay, so curve, this will look like what is the radius over here? Please check. It will become x square plus y square equals to 5. If you square this, it will become y square plus x square equals to 5. So radius is root 5. So please check here. The circle is there. This is root 5. The modulus function is what? Mod of x minus 1. So it will look like what, bacha? It will be 0 at x equals to 1. So over here, go like this and go like this. This is what part? This is x minus 1 part, because I'm opening after 1. This is what value? This is 1 value. Correct, na? This is 1. So after 1, this will be positive. So mod will become positive. So x minus 1. Over here negative. So this will be what, bacha? 1 minus x. Okay. This is 1 minus x, this curve. And what is this value? Tell me. This is going to be minus 1. So you have to find put the value. So put x minus 1 like this. You're going to get this as 1 comma 2. Sorry, 2 comma 1. Forgive me. You get this as 2 comma 1. So I remember this. We did this yesterday only. Okay, no problem. Previous session. Okay. So put this. Just put x minus 1 equals to over here y. In terms of y, put this as x minus 1. Square it up. You're going to get value as 2. So 2 will be like this over here. Okay. Okay. Chaliye. This is 2. Okay. And this is what? Minus 1 comma 2, I think. Minus 1 comma 2. This coordinate is going to be minus 1 comma 2. Okay. So to find what is the required region? The required region is this, bacha. I'll show you. This is the required region. To find this region, what are you going to do? Take the area under this curve. So I'm asking you to do this. I'll show you in the figure also. Find this value. Circular is what? Root 5 minus x square. Integrate this from where to where? Minus 1 to 1. Not 1, 2. Okay? 2 is no. I'm talking about this boundary. From here to here. That's what's written over here. So find this area. Okay? Find this area. After this, subtract what? The two triangles that you have. Subtract the two triangles that you have. One triangle is looking like this. Okay? 2 is base, 2 is the height. Please check here. This is what? How much is this length? This length is 2, right? And what is this height? This again is 2 only, no? Check the coordinate. Okay? How will you find the coordinate? By putting x minus 1 equals to y in this equation and squaring it up. Okay? So this is 2. And for the other triangle, add over here. The length is, how much is this value? 1, sir. 2 to 1 is what? 1 only. And what is this height against the 1 only? Okay, 1 only, sir. So add this triangle also. Add this triangle also. What is this triangle looking like? Something like this. This also is 1. This also is 1. Use the triangle formula area, 1 into 1 into 1, 1 into 2 into 2, and get this area, subtract from this area of this integral. Okay, I've given the solution in detail, but if you don't want to use that solution, you want to solve from your side, I've given you all the hint. Okay, yes, looks complicated, but it is not. No, integral of, I'm just trying to make you look what is the area we're looking to find out. This area is the part. Okay, this whole thing, from where if you remove these two triangles, from the whole thing, if you remove this two triangles, which is given like this, please check here. Okay, you're gonna get what? You're gonna get this blue area, the shaded area. Okay, I hope this is visible. Please solve this question. Your answer is B in this case. Okay, moving on to question number 8. Area of the region bounded by y equal to mod x and minus mod x plus 2. Okay, let's see. Important thing is to do what? Draw the graph. So y equal to mod x is a simple graph. Okay, mod x will look like this. No problem whatsoever. What about minus mod x plus 2? So first of all, I'll show you how this will work out. Mod x is like this. Where will be minus mod x? Think. Mod x looks like this. Okay, what is this? This is the graph for y equal to x. And what is this? Y equal to minus x. This will come where? In the case of mod x only. This is the curve for y equal to mod x. Now if I am taking minus sign for the mod x, this mod will go inverted like this. Yes, I am multiplying minus sign to mod. It will become inverted. Now adding plus 2 to it means it will move up. So basically my final value will be looking like this. Final graph value will look like this. Okay, what is this curve? This curve is y equal to minus mod x plus 2. Yes or no? What is this value? This is nothing but y equal to minus mod x. Okay, I'm taking it 2 unit upward. What is this value? 2, sir. Yes, this is 2, sir. This is rough. I'm going to draw it over here. Yes, what is this graph? Y equal to minus mod x plus 2. Okay, so which wing this will be? If you want to know exactly, this is going to be, this curve will be, I'll put it with a positive sign. So y equal to minus x plus 2. Correct, na? And what are the area they are asking? They are asking us this area. Yes, but can I find only one area and get the result? Of course, sir, you can find it out. From here, if I find this area and multiply, let's call this area to be area A, multiply this with 2, you're going to get the result, right? How will find this area? Think about it. So we'll find this point of intersection. We know this point to be 0. How is this point going to be? Bacha, tell me. Tell me what is this point going to be? This coordinate. Just equate this and this. So have a look. This I can erase, right? This I wanted to show you how this graph is y equal to mod x minus 2. Minus mod x plus 2. Okay. So I can erase this part. Not required anymore. So I'll erase this. Okay. Chaliye. So now have a look. I can do this. So I have to equate this. So x equals to what? Minus x plus 2. How come, sir? See, both of them are y only. No, y equal to x and y equal to minus x plus 2. So equate them. How come minus x plus 2? Because in this graph, on the right hand side, it will open with positive sign, no? So minus x will be, so mod will open with positive sign. So plus and minus will be minus only. So minus x plus 2. Okay. Bring this over here. So you're going to get 2x equals to 2. So this will be bringing here. Positive will become x equals to 1. What is this coordinate? X equals to 1, bacha. Do I need y? I don't. Okay, I don't need the y value. So how can I solve this? My area A will look like this. Have a look. From 0 to 1, I'll use the top of the graph first. What is the top of the graph? This value, minus x plus 2. Integrate what? Minus x plus 2. Okay. And then subtract what? This whole thing with the dx. And from here subtract integral of what? This region. I'll take out this region, no? If from the top, basically this part, if you see the graph, the body of this part will look like this, bacha. This is the body of this part. Okay. This is my first part integration. Okay. What about this body? It look like this, bacha. Okay, correct or not? This will what from again 0 to 1. 0 to 1. What is this going to be? The curve simply x dx. I hope you get it. I'll explain again if you want me to. Please have a look. I want to find out this blue marked region. For that, I'll take this trapezoid region. No, see from here, here, like this. No, I'll take that. From this, I'll take this part out. I'm gonna get what? I'm gonna get this big triangle region. Okay, chaliye. So this is my integration. I'll write it again. So my area A is looking like this. From 0 to 1, 2 minus x dx minus from 0 to 1 x dx. Yes or no? Check. X minus x plus 2 is there. No, I can write that as 2 minus x and minus x dx. Limit is same, 0 to 1, no problem. Let's do the integration. It will become what? 2x minus x square by 2 from where to where? Okay, 0. I can do it same, no? I did it separately, but no problem. X square by 2. Okay. Chaliye. We have done it separately anyway. I could have done at the same time because limits are the same. So it's going to be what? 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 0 minus 0. Upper limit is what? 1. So 1, 2 and minus 1 by 2. 1 square is going to be 1 only. For lower limit, both of them will become 0. Same thing will open over here. 1 by 2 minus 0. Okay. How much is that? 2 minus 1 by 2 and over here again minus 1 by 2. How much is that? Tell me. 2 minus 1. Minus half is what? Minus 1. So minus 1. What is the answer? 1. What is this value? This is the value of A. So 1 square units. But are we looking for 1 square unit? No, sir. We are looking for what? We are looking for the required area. Required area is what? If you remember, I told you 2 times of A. So 2 times of 1. Simply 2 square units. This is my final answer. My A value is 1 square unit. Okay. This blue part is 1 square unit. I want the full region, full shaded region. It will become what? 2. Option number C. Option number C. Please have a look. I hope this is visible. Yes. Question number 9. The area of the larger part bounded by y equals to cos x, y equal to x plus 1 and y equal to 0. Draw the graph. How many graphs are there? So 2 straight lines and 1 cos x graph. Let's draw the cos x graph first. Okay. Cos x will look like this, bacha. Okay. What is this value? Cos is 0 at pi by 2. This value is 1. Okay. How much is this? This is minus pi by 2. Okay. Now, so the cos is drawn x plus 1. X plus 1, the graph y equal to x plus 1, this value. How will that look like if you remember? When x is 0, y is 1. So, it will go from here. Something like this, bacha. Right? What is this curve? Y equal to x plus 1. Okay. What next? Y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 is what line? Y equal to 0 is this line, x-axis. Y equal to 0 is x-axis. Okay. Is my x-axis, bacha. So basically my area under consideration is what? What are they asking? Larger part. There are 2 parts, no? One is this smaller part and this larger part. What is this area? This area. Correct or not? This whole thing. Okay. Now I can divide this into 2 parts. The other one will be like this and this is the white region. Yes. 2 parts I can divide into. So now for the blue region I can simply get what? Integration of the cos x from where to where? From 0 to pi by 2. If I call this to be my part 2 and this to be my part 1. For part 2 what I can do? For part 2 is very simple, sir. Area of the part 2. Area of this part 2 will be very simple. Integrate what? Cos x curve, no? So cos x from where to where? 0 to pi by 2. What about part 1? To solve part 1 I have two approach. What is the first approach? Integrate this curve x plus 1. So basically I can find this part 1 area like this. X plus 1. Okay, x plus 1 dx from where to where? Check here. What is this point? This is minus 1. How come, sir? Put y equal to 0. because this is the line, no, y equal to 0, put y equal to 0, it will become x equals to minus 1, so that's why it is minus 1. So minus 1 to 0 you can put, integration from minus 1 to 0. Integrate this, you're going to get the answer. Okay, then add both of them. Or this is a right angle triangle, no? Area of one I can also write it as, area of one I can write it as right angle triangle. So 1 by 2 into base into height. What is the base? What is this length? This is 1 unit, sir. This is 1 unit, bacha. Tell me. Minus 1 is there, but the length is how much? 1. Area is never negative. So 1. So 1, and what is the height? Again 1 unit. Please check this height. 1 unit. Okay. So 1. How much is that? 1 by 2 simply. So 1 by 2 square unit is this second part, first part's area. First part area is 1 by 2. How this is visible? Okay. Now area of the second part. So area of second part is what? Area of second part, I can write it as integral of, I will write this step again, cos x will become what? Sin x, from where to where? From 0 to pi by 2. How much is that? Sin pi by 2 minus sin 0. How much is that? Simply 1 minus 0. Yes or no? So area of part 2 is what? Is 1 square units. What is the required area? My required area is going to be what, bacha? Area of part 1 plus area of part 2. What is part 1 area? 1 by 2. Have a look. 1 by 2 square units. Part 2 area simply 1. Sum is what? 3 by 2. 3 by 2 square unit. My final answer. Have a look. Okay, so we got the figure. Okay, from the figure I divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 2 I can use what? Cos x curve. So I did that cos x curve I've written over here. Part 1 I can do in two ways. Part 1 I can write the integration also for the line x plus 1. Yes, or I can take this right angle triangle approach also, 1 into 1, because this length is also 1, this height is also 1. So it's going to become what? 1 by 2 into 1 into 1. Okay, part 1 a value is 1 by 2, part 2 value got it as 1 square unit. This is 1 square unit. This is 1 square unit. Okay, so 1 square unit plus 1 by 2 unit is going to be what? 3 by 2 square units. Okay, simple enough. आगे बढ़े. Have a look. Okay, visible. This also is visible. Moving on to question number. Okay, this is 9th question. All right. So last question of the day, 10th problem. Okay, the area enclosed between the circle x square plus y square equals to 1 and the line x plus y equal to 1. Okay, fine. Lying in the first quadrant. Lying in the first quadrant. Okay, have I not done this question? I don't know. I think I have done a similar question. If not, this is the same one. Okay, so let's solve this anyway. It's a practice session, so we'll have to solve everything if it comes again anyway. Circle. What is the radius, bacha? This is 1, no? How come 1, sir? Check here. 1 square is going to be 1, so root is going to be also 1. How much is this also? Again 1. Line x plus y equal to 1 is intercept form. I can write this like this. I can write this like here. Okay. What area they are asking? They are asking us to find this area. How will I find this area? From the circle curve, area under the circle minus area under the line. So my required area will be area under circle minus area under line. Okay, limit is there given. No, what is the limit? From 0 to 1. From 0 to 1. Correct. Now across x, if you're writing 0 to 1, this is the 1 value, this is the 0 value. Okay, it's not visible. I'll rewrite that part. 1 is not visible over here, so write 1 on the top. I hope this is visible now. 1. Okay, all right, chaliye. So how will I write this integration? Please check. So my area A will become integration from what, bacha? 0 to 1. For circle, what I'm going to do? Take x square on that side and then take the root. Correct, na? So I can write this like over here only. Y square equals to 1 minus x square write it as y equals to root of 1 minus x square. Correct? So 1 minus x square, like that. Okay, dx will come, no problem, dx will come. Then I have to do the subtraction. So minus for the line. What's the line, bacha? Check here, the line is y, x plus y equal to 1. So from here I can get what? Y equals to 1 minus x. Correct? I'm taking x on the other side, so y equal to 1 minus x. So from here to where? Again the same limit, 0 to 1, 1 minus x dx, 1 minus x dx. Okay, chaliye. So I have to do the integration over here. I'll write the integration once again. 0 to 1, 1 minus x square dx minus 0 to 1, 1 minus x dx. Let me cross check whether I've written it right or not. Yes. Okay, great. Let's find this area now. So integration will be what? This is the standard form of the particular function. So it will become what? A square is 1. Okay, so x by 2 means as it is x by 2, root under the root will remain same. Okay, 1 minus x square, plus sign will come, a square by 2. So 1 square by 2 will be simply 1 by 2. Okay, then sign inverse of x by a. So simply x, because a is 1. A is 1. Okay, from where to where? From 0 to 1. Now minus sign will come. For this I'll get what? For 1 I will get x. For this I'll get x square by 2. From where to where? Again 0 to 1. Please have a look. I'm going to substitute the upper and lower limits. For 1 I will get what? 1 by 2. Okay, no need. No need. Please have a look. If I put 1 upper limit over here, it will become what? 1 square. So again 1. 1 minus 1 will be 0 again. So whole thing will become, this whole thing will be 0 in this case. So whole thing is 0, because 0 into anything is again 0 only. Okay. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now put 1 over here, you're going to get what? 1 by 2. I'm still dealing with the upper limit. Minus lower limit will come. So first thing will be 0. Put here 0 in place of x. Whole thing will become 0, because 0 into anything is 0. What about this sign inverse of? So 1 by 2 I'll write anyway. Sign inverse of 0. Will come also as 0, no problem. But anyway I've written it. Minus. So for 1 I'll get 1 minus 1 by 2. Okay, and for 0 I'll get both 0. Correct na? Correct, both 0. 0 with x also 0, x square also is 0. Get the final answer. Sin inverse of 1 is how much? Pi by 2. Yes. And how will this become? Both is 0. This is 0, this also is. Sin inverse of 0 is what? 0 only, no? So both is 0. Minus, how much is that? 1 into 1 by 2 is simply 1 by 2. Please check. What I'm getting? Pi by 4 minus 1 by 2. Take here 1 by 2 you can take common. Become pi by 2 minus 1. This is my area A. It's visible, right? Yeah, it's visible, sir. This is my area A only, no? So my required region is what? 1 by 2, pi by 2 minus 1 square units. Have a look. Okay, in the first quadrant only. Okay, chaliye आगे बढ़े. Have a look from the beginning. If you can see, I hope this is visible. Yes, this also is visible. Yes, so that's all for the revision of AOI. Okay, so we have completed the chapter completely. Okay, I have done almost some 30 odd questions. It's not something is repeated, okay, all the time. So 2 to 3 questions are repeated. So 30 odd questions I've done in this thing. You'll have the mock on the, this will be KPL, I think KPL number 6 will be there. For that you'll have integration and this chapter coming up, AOI. And apart from that, next we'll start what? Differential equations. Okay, so so far very good. I hope you are also benefiting from these sessions, these series. Okay, keep working hard bacha, because we have time. As we keep going towards our examination, the dates are coming closer and closer. We have less time. Be organized, be structured in your preparation. Any help you have, you need from us, let us know in the comment section. Be more interactive. We are trying to come up with the live sessions for the same reason, okay? And I'm very good to see that the response that is coming in the live sessions. You guys are interacting, asking your questions. So we are keeping the live sessions in the evening so that after school you are available to attain the live session. All right, so with this I would like to conclude the session today. Chapter is complete. I hope you have solved all the questions with me. Not that difficult questions, okay? Simple problems were there. So that is it for the session today, bacha. Take care, keep yourself happy, keep working hard. I'll see you in the next session. Bye bye.